Hello, it's Carl from Games, Brains and Headbanging Life, GBHBL.com. Recently saw Cove, upcoming UK metal band. They were live in London at Thousand Island, which used to be upstairs at the garage. If you know the garage, it's at Highbury and Islington, that area. Upstairs at the garage is now called Thousand Island. Why? I don't know. Really easy to find, but not easy, if that makes sense. It's next to the garage, but the only way you know what it is by the frickin' symbol. I didn't know it was that, so it took me a while. But great show, really excited to see them, especially considering it's the last date of their UK tour. A huge UK run, a return to London, being local lads as well. Their latest EP, A Conscious Motion, is a great record. You can check out the site for the review of that. I was pretty stoked to see them, and not only that, they were kind enough to grant me some interview time. Yes. After this, after my jabbering on ends, you're going to get to see a short interview with the lads. I'll preempt it though by saying, excuse the guerrilla style filming. It was my first time ever interviewing a band like that with a camera. Equipment's great. The equipment holder, not so great. So I hope you enjoy it. Excuse the inane questions. Very nerve-wracking. The band were lovely. The 3 guys from the band, 3 out of 5 of them, were fantastic. Enjoy.
So, for the sake of the fact it's a video as well, can you introduce yourselves?
I'm Pete, play guitar at Cove.
I'm Ben, I also play guitar.
And I'm Jack, and I play drums.
Fantastic, fantastic. So it's last day of the UK tour. Been a big one. How's it been so far?
It's been really good. It's been like, it feels like a progression, especially from all the other tours we've done. Like there's people coming out and travelling like sort of long distances. They're all wearing merch and they're singing lyrics, and it's just, yeah, it feels like a proper tour should. So
I think it's sort of like exceeded our expectations, especially like places like the first night in Bournemouth was like crazy.
Yeah.
It was like really good. Like we'd never been to Bournemouth before, do you know what I mean?
So on that point then, you talked about Bournemouth. Has that been the best show of the tour, would you say? And I don't
There's been some standouts for us. Yeah, Bournemouth was amazing. There was some wicked ways to kick things off, and then Manchester was also really good.
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, yeah, was wicked as well.
Tunbridge Wells
was
great.
Is that because just how energetic the crowd was and?
Yeah, and like turnout wise, they were like all like very, very busy shows, so it was really going off and stuff. Especially Tunbridge Wells was standout. It was
Tunbridge Wells was
great.
Like,
So.
yeah, it was.
We're really excited for tonight as well because we sort of were told about like the preset. We sort of didn't have any expectations, and yeah, there's sort of meant to be a lot of people coming tonight.
Oh,
so and it's like our local one as well, so we're really, really excited for that one.
Fantastic. So the new EP, obviously it's called Conscious Motion. Why an EP and what inspired it?
So the main reason it's an EP is that we've got a new vocalist.
Okay.
At the back end of last year, or the summer of last year, really, wasn't it, that we really started doing stuff with Ben. And then yeah, it's just like the Conscious Motion being, this is what we're going to be as a band now. Now the songs have come on, everyone's comfortable writing with each other, and that's kind of the sound we want to go for.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like bridging the gap between the old Cove, what we're doing now, and then what we're going to do next.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right. And so those new tracks, how have they been coming across? How has it been playing them live?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the most fun we've ever had live.
Yeah, I think like we kind of write the songs with a view to like songs being fun to play live. The first EP is a lot of like stuff that was written before the band was even like a live performing band. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a lot of like stuff written in a bedroom. You're not thinking about how that comes across live. When it's like really technical, it gets lost in like, you know, the mix of live. So yeah, I think like we kind of thought now like what makes a big impact live and what's fun to play live as well. I feel like the set we have now as well, it's like our entire new EP plus 2 songs from the old EP. There's not a single song that we play in the set where we're like, oh, like, do you know what I mean? We don't want to play it.
Yeah.
Like all the songs are songs that we all enjoy playing as well.
You've not reached that sort of Motorhead, Ace of Spades, having to play it at night and night out kind of time yet.
Not yet.
No, they're always really fun to play.
So talking about live, I mean, you sound like you're still enjoying it, and the fact so like obviously it's such a big deal, particularly now trying to be a band to play live because effectively that's where the money is. Would you say it's really important to you guys to get out there and play these songs?
Touring is everything to this band. Yeah, it's what we want to do. We want to be a band that tours as much as possible. Playing live is obviously everything to us. It's just
this is like the longest tour we've done as a band so far as well, and being out for like usually we go out for like just under a week or something. We'll go out for a week, and just as you're getting into the swing of it, you've got to come home.
Yeah.
But with this, it's like 2 weeks of just, you know, just constant shows, and like with every single one, we feel like we just sort of been stepping it up and up, and it's just always, yeah, it's just always good. It's always a laugh, and it's always a lot of fun. So.
And what helps motivate you kind of like to get on the stage? As you said, long tour, last date, you know you're going to have a good time, but what's, you know, if you're tired, what's helping you get up there?
I feel like we can switch it off and on. Before
We
that,
do,
like,
like-
I'd be quite sluggish, but when we get on, we're just up for it. Like,
Yeah, like if it's been a long drive, everyone might get out of the van feeling a little bit sort of like, oh, this is going to be hard, and then by the time it comes to time to like showtime, it's just kind of like bang.
We were in Bristol, and we had to. We were really close to cancelling a show just because there was like a load of issues at the original venue.
Oh yeah, I saw that on
And
Facebook.
we were all just sort of a bit bummed out about it. Thought we were going to have to cancel the show. Last minute, we got moved to sort of 10 minutes up the road, and yeah, we're all just sort of really tired and really, you know, like it's all been delayed. And we got on, and it was like the amount of people that had actually come down, even though the venue had been moved and all that sort of stuff. It's sort of, I think we feed off everyone else's sort of energy, and it just makes us like want to hit it hard, sort of thing. So yeah.
So, rise of streaming services and YouTube, has it helped or hindered you as a band? I mean, you fairly obviously you've come up in that world.
yeah.
So, but obviously it's how everyone just get it for free just by paying for streaming stuff and stuff like that. Do you think it's causing you a problem, or do you think it's going to help you long term?
The problem with that stuff is it's like so saturated. It is hard to stand out amongst, you know, a lot of other bands and a lot of other music. But I think in the grand scheme of things, I think it's a really good thing. Like, if people listen to music free or whatever, or like stream it, I think the age of sort of purchasing music potentially is like over. Unless it's like things like we're all like into vinyls and stuff. Like, it's an album we really like, we buy it on vinyl, but it's not so much for the music. It's more to be like, this is a physical thing I can hold, and I won't forget this album, and the artwork's big, you can look at everything like that. But
collecting almost, yeah,
that's it. And it's not necessarily about like I don't go home and stick them on the vinyl player that often. Do you know what I mean? But I'll have it on Spotify all day at work or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like Spotify is a great thing for that, and it's a great way to find new bands, because like, you know, you get added to a playlist or whatever, and you end up getting, you know, 40,000 people hear it. That's like mental. Like, that's like a proper. You can look at it in a really good way as well, because if we've, like with this EP, we've been lucky enough to have a few singles on a few like Apple Music playlists and Spotify playlists, which has like really racked up the streams and brought a lot of new like attention to the band as well. So especially like internationally, I think.
Like, definitely like amplifies sort of. You know, we can put the EP out to maybe, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 people on our personals, but if someone else is going to put that somewhere, like a Spotify playlist or, you know, a good YouTube channel, it's going to help.
Yeah.
That's a life a little bit. That for us, it's great, you know. But then, like you were saying, the saturation thing
it's
is
difficult.
the downside.
It's like it's just so.
It's definitely a positive though. Like,
I think definitely, and it's like you can't like push against it, because it's just the way it is now. You just embrace it and go with it. Do you know what I mean?
You can't have no choice really.
Yeah.
So, right, we don't just cover rock and metal, we also kind of like do gaming and horror. Are gamers horror fans here?
Not really.
Charlie, our bassist, is a big gamer fan. I don't think I hate horror movies. I jump at anything. I don't mind like games every now and then, but I'm sort of I don't know. I'm not like Charlie's massive on it.
Oh, okay.
He's got
he
like
needs
virtual
to be,
reality stuff. He's
Oh,
like,
really? Yeah, it's big into it. Yeah.
Stuff,
Oh, no
The rest of
worries.
us are just like, see you later.
Yeah. When we get home, we don't really hear from him.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's chill time. Yeah.
He's in another universe.
No worries. Easy one, I guess. If you weren't in a band, what would your dream job be? Or would you be, I guess?
I think this is all our sort of.
If you weren't in a band.
If I weren't in a band.
Yes.
Someone else want to go?
I'm so keen to hear what you want to be.
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind like being like a touring photographer or something. But that's still involved in music.
Yeah, still want to be involved in music basically.
Yeah, like I think for all of us.
I think it's creative outlets.
Yeah.
Like being.
I think for all of us, if we weren't in a band, we'd still find touring jobs that we could that would be of interest to us.
I really like graphic design and stuff. I'd love to do like band merch or stuff like that. I'd find that stuff like really interesting. So.
And what's next, guys? What's next for Cove after this?
It's demoing now.
Demoing.
Demoing for the next next record. So
Well, Wednesday morning we announced that we've got 2000 Trees Festival, so
Oh, cool.
that's like a really cool thing for us. Like, and we've got a few fests sort of in the summer and like looking to tour at the tail end of summer.
I think we're
or
going.
midsummer.
we're out in June, aren't
We
we?
will be out in June and looking like we will be out in July as well, but it's sort of they're sort of still halfway done.
It's a busy summer plan, really.
Hope
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
definitely.
I think we'll be doing bits. We'll be out and about.
So I might as well quickly ask them before we wrap this up. You said 2000 Trees.
Yeah.
That kind of makes me think. What festivals in the UK would you love to play at?
Oh, definitely.
All of them.
Definitely.
All of them, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you see yourselves at Bloodstock? Because that's basically my festival. I
don't
love that
know
one.
if that's. I feel like to be fair, I feel like the demographic of Bloodstock. I think some people would like us there. I think like I don't think we'd go down terribly. We're not like a straight up sort of like metal band, you know what I mean? But I know there's fairly diverse things on
It's
there.
the same with like I think a few of our friends were sort of saying, oh, maybe to Tech Fest, but
not
in
really
some
tech band.
not really techie band. But if you sort of want to be, I mean, yeah, like I'd love to play Bloodstock
It'd
and
be
Tech
nice to get
Fest.
the opportunity to play one or two of these ones that might not necessarily be our demographic.
Yeah.
See how it goes down almost. Like there's
Absolutely.
obviously, like there's ones that obviously everyone wants to play up. We'd love to do Redland Leeds. Obviously, we'd love to do Download.
Yeah.
But some of the other ones like Arc, I'd love to do Arc Tangent.
Oh, yeah.
Cool,
Like,
like
amazing.
Slam Dunk or something like that's a really
Yeah.
cool festival. Like
Any sort of festivals that sort of cater to the heavy music, we'd always
Yeah,
be
you'd
able to
always
play.
make
So we
that,
just
yeah.
love playing live. Like that's
Yeah.
just what we want to do.
If there's some cool bands we can watch while we're there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fantastic.